Nice positive game, making your situation really good on the next down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. They'll run for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Man, that's tough when you run the RPO and you put me in conflict. You can't let those linebackers come downhill really fast because I still have to play pass, and they hand it off, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking for space. It's Harden. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for a man. It's Garbers. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history with quarterbacks. Going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Caden McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. Got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
After the 1st down completion, it's 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The short hands. It's Harden. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's going to bring it out. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Looking downfield, it's Garbers. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Looking to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero. But, oh, boy, it's kind of the opposite.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Bruins have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important here. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at half.
What a snag by the defense. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forced an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
He looks that one in nicely.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Jones. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on second and long from the 13? Back to throw, it's Garber. He's got it. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Got his man down the middle. And the ball slipped out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he... Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. And they got him for the sack. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I put more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushes loose. Go get that QB.
And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's right on target. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. They're bringing heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for a big gain. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Pulls it, fired complete. And I think he'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're tied 0-0.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. He caught it! And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on second down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he intercepts it. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Maryland! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking holding the 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. And, oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And that's going to form a 1st down.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
A strike downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. It's on target and complete. Puts one in the spin cycle. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 4th down, looking to pass. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be knocked down. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And the full dive and the grab down the left. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
As a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because it starts to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him, and then boom. He hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me, and now...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Lofts one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
I love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can sniff it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. You've got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it up.
And the Terrapins trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Touchdown, Terrapins! They take the lead with the 6.
Well, second and goal that time, and instead of turning around and giving it to Mr. Dependable, you just let your quarterback do it himself. Up front, everybody's got it down low. It's low man wins. They're able to get a surge, and the quarterback plows them for a touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Dances away from the heat. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He finds his man. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. They'll try it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up